Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So I've got Vegas Morph on for another kind of breakdown of the proposal that's in hands currently and just getting you folks up to scratch from his standpoint, having a little Q&A and things like that. So thanks for coming on again, Vegas. We really appreciate you being here. So do you want to just talk to us about how everything's going, how it stands from a validator standpoint, who we've got on side, who we've got against us, and what the outcomes are of this proposal?
Ajay, thank you for having me once again. In terms of one thing that you said, who we have against us, I would not say that we have anyone against us except TFL itself. But even if they are against us, I don't think it's very clever to do that, because we are not trying to fight anyone. We are trying to help a whole ecosystem, yeah. And by passing this proposal, is going to give hope to this chain that maybe if we do this right, yeah, you'll give the trust back to Luna 2. I don't know if they decide to implement this even without the code of Terra Rebel. It will just give a hope for the trust of the community to go back again to Luna 2. So in the reality, we are not fighting anyone. We are just here trying to implement what myself and the community voted for, proposed for, yeah, and the validators are agreeing with that. And we saw no reply from the TFL, or at least no official reply that they were going to help us on that sentence. We didn't saw any reply except a couple of them. One was DK sharing a burn address, official burn address. Another was saying that us as the proposals, we have to find a way to implement what we are proposing. So basically, it's abandoning us. And another one was saying that the coin now is from the community. We are taking that to the letter. We are just understanding. Okay, if you guys are really not open to support us, we're going to do this last proposal to give option for you to support the community and gain some trust back again from this. If you are not open to do that, then we have the code ready, and we're going to try to save the project once again. In terms of who is with us, I reckon that all the validators for now, they are with us. If you see the numbers that we have, I think before was a total of 46.4% of the whole network already voted. Yeah, that numbers, if you break them, I think is around 60% of votes in yes. Then you have 8% on no. You have 0.5 or whatever with veto, and you have 30% of abstain. The yes votes, we know. We just know that they are on board from the beginning. A quick note that I want to leave is, if we don't see the validators showing public stand, showing that they vote yes on Twitter or any group, I think we don't have the right to do that for them. If they don't want to show it, we should not do it, because they might have their reasons for not being doing that, you know, and some reasons are big. I want to show how this proposal is going so well. This proposal is going so well because we have that, like I was saying, this break numbers of the percentage. Yes, straight further, we know that they are with us. Abstain, we know that some of them are slightly scared. Some of them, they already said that they are going to turn off the machines on the day of updating the clients. So basically, they are showing abstain, yeah, a vote of abstain. But at the same time, they are saying we are with the community. When is the time? This 5% or 3% I own, yeah, they are meaningless, because on the day that you guys are going to update the client, I'm going to turn off the machines. So basically, we can count that valor on our side as well. In terms of the no's and the no's with vetoes, if you guys just go and check who are the guys that are voting, is no validator. Absolutely no validator voted against us. So I cannot say that any validator is against us. I think at this moment we have validators are scared. Validators that have not a lot of information. Yeah, they are a little close in what we are doing and whatever. Some validators that got some kind of FUDs and they abstain because what is going on. But most of them, they are on our side. They want to support the community, and they are going to do the right thing because we have no votes from validators at all. Even that 8% that you can see from the no, yeah. If you're going to see the wallets, none of them is from validators. It's just delegations that came out from a specific validator after they vote yes. So I'm going to do a simple assumption here, and this is my personal view. I will assume that that is somehow connected to TFL, that in some kind of strange vengeance took the delegation from that validator and decide to do a vote or a vote with no veto. Either way, we are seeing after that posture from that type of delegations, we are seeing even more validators voting yes, and I have only to say thank you that they are supporting the community. Even when we see some validators thinking, is this really going to work? Mate, we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. That's what I have to say. We don't have a crystal ball. But if we don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. And straight away, the guys are going to vote. You know, like they vote yes after we have a couple of conversations like this, and that shows that they are on the side of the community. They want to see some kind of change on the chain, not just being there and looking to a chain just slowly dying and dying and dying. No, I think at this moment the votation is going very, very well. We still have, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we still have 3 days left.
Yes,
And
3 days.
yeah, thank you. And it's the first time that we are seeing this type of unity again on the validators. We have no official no from any validator. We already got a quorum, and it's still 3 days to go. And we know, yeah, by talking with some validators. I'm never going to say who because they ask me not to, but we know that some validators are just going to vote close to the end and in a positive way. So we're going to this vote that these numbers are going to increase a lot. Yeah.
So let's say, for instance, going back a little bit, with the whole situation with TFL having 10 days to respond from the governance proposal passing, let's say in an ideal world, TFL came forward and said, okay, we'll implement it ourselves. Can you sort of talk to the community about exactly why them doing it would be so much faster, and then also explain the fact that them not doing it doesn't change anything?
So first, yeah, the 10 days that are there for me, if it was me personally, yeah, I will give just 1 day. After the votation is ready, I'll give 1 day to TFL to reply because the code is completely ready. Ed already put it on the repo of TR. So if the TFL wants to merge the code, yeah, they just go there, pick it up, and do the pull and merge the code straight away. So they have no effort to do it. We already sent when I say we is Ed already sent the code to be checked by TFL. Never we got any reply, but if they didn't, it's because they didn't want to see it. So in reality, we give more than time for them to see what was happening, for them to check the code to see if was any kind of problem with the code. So I don't really see the point of us even giving 14, 15 days of after this proposal is over. In the end, 10 days seems okay. We wait 2 months or whatever. We can wait 10 days more for the dudes to implement this. If they don't, then we can do it ourselves. Basically, if they don't want to update the code, yeah. This proposal basically is saying that I write it very, very well. I will never do it better than him. My English is absolutely crap. So he said very well there that if TFL doesn't want to implement the code, or if they don't have the resources to implement the code, or some kind of reason, we have, and the validators they want to install the code. Some of them they are already asking where can they download the new client so they can start running the code. So two things can happen that I can see. Three things in reality. One is the validators completely ignore and don't install the code at all. But to be fair, with the DMs that we are getting, with the personal statements that they are getting, and the public statements that we are getting from the validators, we can see that they are going to install in the code. Plus, on this proposal, they are solidifying that idea. So that being the reality, then we have two options. One is TFL checking. Okay, a community wants this, a validator wants this, so just us losing 10 minutes and merging this to this one. I don't know, maybe 10 more minutes that they lose from their lives, or we do it ourselves. And the way that we can do it ourselves is basically like we were trying to do from the beginning without TFL being because we were thinking that TFL could not even be part of this anymore. Like, let me try to explain. We think, okay, TFL already abandoned us, so let's do it ourselves. Yeah. So we start reaching to validators to start implementing the codes. Some of them they straight away ask where can I download it. Very nervous, but to be fair, I saw a big number of them saying straight away that they were going to install the code. Then on this proposal says that we are going to give an opportunity to TFL. I have nothing against that because it will be slightly more easy. So in reality, we have these three options: or the chain completely dies, yeah, and no one wins if the chain dies. So the holders, the community of Lung, it loses the hope. Luna 2 will not win with Lunk dying, because if that happens, the community is going to see like TFL just decide to kill the chain that someone was trying to save. So they will never win the trust against of the community. Or this could go the other way, and the validators install, and this is the one that I believe. The validators install something that we decide that the community decide that was the best way to go, yeah. Or the TFL itself just decides to merge this after this proposal passes. Yeah. Okay, I think I did a couple of cycles, but yeah, I think you guys understand.
Yeah, definitely. So let's say TFL don't respond. We're now at the point where 10 days have passed. What are the next steps then for the whole movement? What are the next steps for these validators? What are the next steps for Terra Rebels?
So in terms of the validators, what I can sound out from them is that they are ready. They are ready to implement the code, even if TFL decide not to merge the code by themselves. So after these 10 days, yeah, couple of days before, we're going to release the all the instructions and the manuals and the downloads of the repo, so they can be ready. And if TFL doesn't reply, they just need to install the code, and that's it. That's not been the case, and the TFL decides to do the merge. Mate, we need to do absolutely nothing, because and the validators need to do absolutely nothing. So if TFL decides to do the right thing, yeah, the validators have less problems. Of course, they don't need to do absolutely nothing. In terms of they needing to use our code that we have on TR repo. Yes, they have to go there. Basically, you have to go there, download a file, and run that file. Yeah, and all the instructions are going to be there as well, so they are not going to be lost. It's a simple movement. So nothing. We are not going to feel anything. We as users are not going to feel anything. The only time that we might feel something is on the X height block when the code really it gets activated. Yeah. If we don't have more than 66%, 67%, then we might have a halt of the chain. But normally the chain goes to what is the less effort. Is like water. So if there's less pressure there, the chain goes this way or whatever, you know. So if we have 66% on this side, the chain goes this way. If we have 66% of the other side, the chain goes the other way. What we can see that we are passing this, and we know that a lot of them are just scared and are not going to vote, and some of them more are going to vote. We can see that we're going to have more than that number. At the same time, halting the chain is something that is normal. It could happen. so no one should be scared of halting a chain for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. And if things go really wrong, the validators can always go back. So they are not oh, I decide wrongly, poorly, whatever. No, they can always go back to the previous chain. So no one is going to be jailed or something like that. At least for my understanding, everything is going to be okay. Even if we have to delay, imagine a year. If we have to regroup, like I said, uh, if imagine that somehow we get 34% only installing the code, yeah, and the block height is not a time for things to happen. We are not going to ask the validators to keep fighting if we know that they are going to lose. We are not. We're just going to say, mate, just let's cut our losses. Let's go regroup and let's go back and fight a little more strong. I know that that's not going to happen. We are confident, yeah, that the validators, they want this more than us. They are losing money every day. We just don't win. We as holders, we as gamblers, like someone just said before, we as a community, we already lost. Yeah, we lost on the DPEG. We lost on when the knife was falling and people were buying. Yeah, that were the people that were trying to save the coin and they just grab, and they lost, of course. So we have nothing else to lose. The ones that are losing every day now is the validators. Yeah, they just want to have a change on this for this to happen. You know, if it happens and it fails, mate, they just move on. That's it. Okay, it's like us. We lost some money there on whatever. Okay, let's try something else. But the thing is, we have an option here of making this right, and the validators, they believe that as well.
So I've just got a tweet here in front of me from Duquan, and it's replying to somebody else's tweet pretty much, and he states that anybody taking leadership at Terra Classic should be able to gain conceptual mastery without my help, but I'm happy to help where I can. Now, this is kind of Duquan passing the torch, isn't it? Officially, but unofficially, but it's pretty clear from this tweet he has no intentions of coming back to the Classic chain, so we're very unlikely to get a reply from them whatsoever. But this whole situation saying where they're happy to help and that they urge validators to accept a software upgrade when possible. So it's kind of, we're at that stage, aren't we, where we're going to need all these validators to play their part now massively by installing this update, by supporting Terra Rebels and the movement, and actually getting this whole thing kickstarted. Vegas, how big of a utility would you say staking is for the chain?
Let me just put a note. Before of that, I want to say that I don't think we need any leaders. I think the community should be the leader, and that will reply on this question that you have here. But I think the community should be the leader. We already were slightly burned by the idea of a leader that just abandoned the whole community. So at this moment, I don't think we ever going to need any leader. The community knows exactly where they want to go, knows exactly what they want. The validators and the devs are supporting their views. So I don't think we need anyone just arriving here and decide what is going to be best or worse for the chain. We know better.
That's exactly. Sorry, could I just cut in there, Vegas? I was going to back you. I was going to back you up 100% there with the leadership thing, because I solely believe as well that we don't need a leadership. We as the community, and the community being everybody, that's everybody across the board, driving this thing in one big huddled alliance. And for Duquan to say about leadership just really shows how his mind works. And over Classic, it's not going to be like that. It's never going to be like that. The devs have always worked for exactly what we've wanted, and there has been times where they've stated that they don't understand what the 1.2% burn tax may do or stuff like that, but nonetheless they're implementing them because ultimately they don't know. So yeah, but nonetheless playing out those wishes. So yeah, sorry Vegas, continue.
It's okay. Going on the other comment there, no one knows what 1.2% of transaction is going to implicate. No one. It was never done. So as as pioneers of implementing something on a chain, we have to think like we are being pioneers. That's it. That's why people are just so scared and people are just so agitated with the idea of doing burning the money. But we have to remember that this is just a reply for what happened of the overminting. In relationship to the stake itself, mate, that's absolutely important. Is the burn is here to reply to overminting process, yeah, to some problem on the code or whatever you want to call it. We want to bring this to normal numbers if it's possible again. But we don't want to transform this in a meme coin that is just burning and whatever. And I think we are really proving that that is not even happening because we have new projects every day coming on board. I was just talking with you before of that about new protocol that is implementing a boot tip for Telegram that it was not is something that is going to be multi coins and stuff, and so is going to utilize LUNC, yeah, but going to use other coins as well. So other protocols are trying to come on board and trying to help the utility of the chain itself. In terms of staking, like we were saying, Matt, the community is the ones that are detecting the future of the coin, not you, not me, everyone. And staking is important on that sense. It has a couple of other more, but one of them is the governance. It gives the power to the people, you know. It gives the vote back to the community, because at this moment, I know that some people are trying to vote, but they can't, because if you don't have nothing delegated, you cannot vote, and that is just wrong. That you are not allowed to delegate at the moment, so your voice is never here. And for me, that's just wrong. Another thing of staking, mate, is just taking coins from circulation. So you know what happens when you do that. So yeah.
Huge utility. So now going off to more utility that's coming to the chain and utility that's currently on the chain. So we've got two projects that we know are really solid. We've worked with them from the beginning, both you and I, and that's Starship Official and Metagloria. So both these projects are up and coming. Metagloria is going to be releasing in Q21 of 2023, and Starship is bound to drop anytime soon, within the coming month, so to speak. But there's also all of these already on-chain projects, aren't there? So we've got ones, for example, like LUNAPunks, and then we've got all of these NFT markets like Random Earth, Nowhere Art, Marketplace, Lua. We've got Curio Art. We have also got One Planet NFT. We've got Messiah, and we've got Talis.art as well. And Talis.art, if you don't know this, folks, is the platform Metagloria chose to use. And all of these platforms we just mentioned actually accept LUNC, and they're already integrated into the Terra Classic chain. So there really is a lot of projects, aren't there, out there, Vegas, that are still on the chain, and they're survivors, aren't they, of probably one of the worst things that ever happened. Yeah.
They are brave, mate. That's the thing, because I understand these guys, some of them, running away because they have a project, and they don't have the money that Terra has, and they just see a new chain offering something new or something that they are focused on of having, and they just do the migration. So that's I don't blame. I respect every decision. I don't like what the DK did when he abandons one chain. I think that is that's abandoning this project. Some of them, they abandoned the project. Not really. They are just migrating because like they were thinking LUNC was going to be dead. We are proving them wrong, that LUNC is not dead. And these brave projects that are staying on the network, and these brave projects are coming back on the network, that they just want to work with us, nothing else. They are proving everyone wrong, you know. So the utility is here. Like you just said, they are not just accepting LUNC; they work on LUNC. You know, it's like there's a couple of blocks of programs that we are talking here. They work already on a blockchain, and some of them they want to come and work on a blockchain. So keep in mind that they are running businesses. and they sometimes they just think, okay, is this going to work? There's a lot of challenges to work with Lung at the moment. Of course, everyone knows because no one is taking care except Terra Rebel, that they are doing an amazing job of updating all of this, and some independent devs as well. It's not like it's a massive company always doing updates on the chain. So I really respect these dudes for staying, and I respect as well these dudes for coming as well. Like you just said, even Metaglory, Starfish, is all of these dudes that are coming to the chain. I fully respect them because things are being constructed, games are being constructed, NFTs and stuff. But yeah, some games are really impressive. Like the Starfish if I'm not mistaken, is an Unreal 5 engine, so it's something that is not just playing around.
Yeah, hyper
Metaglory,
realistic.
yeah. Metaglory is doing some good work there as well. But yeah,
It really is looking good for utility, I must admit. And we've also got all of these validators that are on board. Now, one of these validators is MCF. Tell us some stuff about MCF and why validators like them are so important for the future of this blockchain.
MCF. Okay. MCF is funny because he was always on the dark. Like when I say dark, on the shadow. He said, "Vegas, please don't share yet what I'm doing, whatever." Sorry, but now he just give me the green light to speak, and I think he's going to. I think the community is going to like what I have to say as well. So MCF was the first validator ever to vote on the proposal of the 3568 and all of the other ones. He was the first validator to make me understand how the implementations of codes work, how they normally how do they normally update the chain or whatever every time that is a chain change. Is the guy that is always supporting us, reaching to other validators as well. Yeah, and I'm really happy. I hope that he has what he deserves because these validators like him, brave, yeah, is what we need.
So now moving forward with current these coins, Vegas, that are coming out and they're creating, the coins are being created. There's lots of them. I mean, there's not just Save the Moon and Lunatics token, but Lunatics token themselves. I mean, you put yourself in the firing line, don't you, for becoming a rug. All of these possible outcomes of failure, but it seems now, with them burning another 250 million LUNACLASSIC tonight, they're at 300 million already burnt. And I mean, I think this is all within the spat of a week. What do you think about these two coins specifically? And what do you think about this 250 million burn? Do you think this is sustainable? Or do you think projects like this should get in touch with projects like Deploy Starship and possibly get a listing in their metaverse for a use case?
Jay, in terms of this, the first project, I didn't even hear properly. Sorry, I was coughing and my coffee is getting worse.
Lunatics token.
Yeah, that one. And the other one is what?
Save the Moon.
Save the Moon. Okay. So all these two projects, yeah, they are what I understand tokens that basically are promising to burn long. Yeah. That's what I know about them. That's it. So it's very difficult for me, Jay, and I hope that you understand my position. For me to validate any kind of movement like this, I really appreciate what they are doing. Yeah, in relationship to the burning all of this amount of coins. I wish that I have this amount of coins as well to even try to do something.
Yeah, I mean it's
like
22. I think it's $22,000. Would that it works out to they'll be burning. I mean, I myself do not support, and my community know this, that I don't support these kind of tokens because I believe in myself in these community cost-free burn initiatives that are totally no one ends up out of pocket at any point or anything like that. But what I do support is burns, especially big burns. That's what we want, don't we?
Exactly. Yeah, we want that. We want the burns to happen. Of course, is helping the amount of overminting that was done at some point. But we want more than that. We just want want more than the burn itself, and everyone knows that the delegation is stacking the protection that we did for the delegation. We are changing the chain for better. We are doing things that were not done before. So when people treat this as a meme coin, I understand. Yeah, I understand that is a movement that is there and is good. Even Metaglory was doing it and is brilliant because he's founding their new game. At the same time, he's creating a brand, and at the same time, he's burning Lunk. So, mate, I have nothing against to say. In terms of the token itself, I hope that they are the real deal. And mate, seeing what they are doing, they seem okay. But that's what I can say. I cannot say anything else because um, this type of tokens, they are difficult to track, difficult to understand what is going on over there. So I
Exactly.
prefer to say that I like to burn everything else. For now, I hope that I'm the dumb one from being outside. That's it. Yeah.
Totally. I always wish these coins the best, but what I really, really love is the amount of burns that they are performing. And ultimately, that's why they've joined the space. It's not like they're not getting a lot of heat and a lot of traction for what they're doing, because they are. So moving away from projects like that, can you talk to us about any projects that are up and coming that you're working with or anything like that, Vegas?
I have no. So some of projects are still very very green. Other ones you already know, Metaglory. We always get in touch with the dudes. Starfish, you know as well. They are lovely dudes that we know that where we are going, the game, the future of an exchange that they are doing as well. With the implementation, of course, of the 1.2 burn tax. But then we have other things that are happening. I think I spoke with you before about MC platform that basically is a platform that is going to let NFTs fighting each other. Is a complex idea, but is after he explains, he will explain much better than me, of course. Is the concept of battling NFTs and the community is going to be the juries. He has an utility patent for that, so you see how solid it is, yeah. And he wants to do this somewhere on blockchain of LUNACLASSIC, and he's going to accept LUNACLASSIC and burn LUNACLASSIC as well. And we have that question of that digital bank that we have. We might. Everything is pointing that we're going to have a very nice collaboration there, and that those are going to use the fees of transfers to burn as well. And in the future, they are planning to use LUNC as a native coin, and plus implementing the burn itself. Mate, and that is loads of them. Yeah, we now have a department that is the in and out of TR. That are checking these new products coming on board that won't work not specifically with TR, but they want to work with the community of LUNACLASSIC. Just for example, one today seems a still a small project, but they are live. I'm not going to promote it because I'm still understanding what they are doing. Plus, what they are doing at the moment for me is not very interesting. They are selling NFTs and they are burning half of the revenue by buying back LUNC. And then by burning half of that, so they are basically burning 50% of the value of the NFT. They are basically copying what Metaglory was doing. Nothing against that, but Metaglory went a little more far. So they did the blockchain. They did the minting on the blockchain, and for me that gives utility. It's not just creating the burn and hoping that people will like that. So I spoke with these tools, and I said that yes, it's very good what you are doing. Are you thinking to implement on chain? And straight away the reply from him was, okay, I'm going to put the dev team or look into that. So it might be another small little project that will come on board or not, but giving utility, and when we start seeing these pockets of projects that are very similar, they are it creates one thing. They have to fight each other or help each other to create more visibility, and that will always going to bring one thing and one thing only. It is going to bring utility to the chain. So yeah, we have a lot of them coming.
Definitely. So this is kind of where LUNAPunks comes in, because this is a NFT project that's already on chain. Like I said, it's already survived and weathered the storm. And these NFTs had a floor price between $80 and $200. I think rare ones have gone for a bit more. Now, the person that I'm working with is pretty much a whale holder who propped up the collapsing NFT market as best as he could, and he lost a lot of money, and he's donated a majority of these to us, of some of a really high score for rarity. Now, we're going to be auctioning those off, sending 50% to burn, and then 50% goes back to the donor. And doing this brings light back to a project that's currently on chain, doesn't it, Vegas? And it sort of not only does that, but because it's already part of the ecosystem, it keeps a utility going. And we've already lost Galactic Punks, haven't we, Vegas?
Yeah, it seems like that we are losing them completely. Yesterday I was here in the AMA, and it's nothing that I can tell them to not to do. Like okay, please don't leave us. No, that will be insane. They have their reasons, and I understand them. I think it's just slightly too soon to abandon the chain, because of all of this that we were just speaking before, about all of this utilities, about all of these communities that we have, the developers, the validators, everyone is on the board to go to the same way. In terms of LUNAPunks, I don't, you know me, I don't understand a lot about NFTs, but I have to respect them doing this, being brave, maintaining themselves on the chain, and plus burning some of the revenue. 50%, you said, yeah?
Yeah, it's 50. Yeah, it's 50% of their revenue they're going to be burning. Yes, from each
I
sale.
just have to respect this. It's absolutely amazing that we have someone maintaining the utility, yeah, and plus burning some lung, 50% of the lung of the sales. Mate, I have nothing against to say.
Yeah, it's
They are
great.
brave. Yeah, they are brave to help the community, and I think the community will see that with good eyes, of course.
Totally. And these aren't just NFTs. So for someone like yourself who doesn't really know a great deal about NFTs, these kind of ones, they have birthdays, they have a rarity levels, and they have kind of like attributes, which I find really, really cool. And these were, I mean, with a floor price of what they had before, they were definitely a popular thing. So Vegas, just before we sort of come to a close of this video, can you tell us a bit about why you actually got involved in LUNACLASSIC way back, when me and you first met and we really started getting involved in this movement?
Okay, let's it's easy, and at the same time it's like will be easier to reply to that 2 months ago. But yeah, so one of the easiest reasons is that I mine Ethereum, yeah, and Ethereum is about to go to POS. Everyone knows that. So I start reaching out and understanding what was POS, and I got across with LUNACLASSIC. LUNACLASSIC at the time was Luna, and then all of this happened. At the same time, one of my hobbies, yeah, was catching scammers, because it's weird, but I did exactly that. I tried to catch people that were tricking other people, because a lot of them they just lose things, they lose money, whatever. And then I'm on the middle of losing money as well on Luna, but at the same time seeing all of these people losing money like they lost, yeah, and some people taking their lives. And for me, I was thinking, okay, if I can do something to save one life, for me it will be I have to do it. That's it. I cannot stop. So that's why we start reaching to each other and try to understand how can we help this, how can we unite the community to do something. And to be fair, the community was already united. It was just a way to understand what the community wants and how we're going to make it work. But the main reasons is that I did something that is like okay, I hate what these guys are doing. Um, I hate what these guys are doing. I hate that people are losing everything. Some of them doing the ultimate shot.
Oh, we've lost Vegas there. Hang on, folks. I will try and get him back. Let's give him a little call. His camera went funny, didn't it? That's why I removed the corner thumbnail. So we'll see if we can get him back. If not, I think we had Vegas, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There you go. Your web camera went funny as well, so I guess you just lost connection. Nothing major, bud.
Yeah. No, it's just completely went down my Discord. It's whatever. Someone is not liking what I'm saying, so yeah. No, I was saying I don't know if you caught all of that, but I was saying that the main reasons is that I was studying the POS movement that is about to happen on Ethereum, and I come across with Luna because it, to me, was one of the best, if not the best, POS service on crypto. And then all of this happened, and like I said before, my hobby was catching scammers. So one part of catching scammers is understanding that people suffer a lot, and with that I understand that the Luna community was suffering as well, and then I decided to try to help everyone. That's it, and help myself as well. That's it, because myself, like you, or like all of these people, they lost money as well. And if we can save even one life, because some people you hear, of course, that they did the ultimate decision. That I think is something that if we can stop, I'll be more than happy. Even if we can save one life, give hope to one more life. For me, that's what moved me on this way of doing the right thing. What I believe that is the right thing, that is supporting this community. Yeah, and. This burn, the governance staking, and one day the IBCs, one day the repeg done in the right way. All of this is going to bring this project to be one of the best ones, if not the best ones, on crypto. And with that, I hope that we save a lot of people, a lot of lives of people.
I think we already have, without kind of not so much gloating or putting ourselves forward, but I always feel like when we got involved in this, it was a taboo to even talk or speak anything positive. And when I look back now from where we've come from to where we are now, it's looking great. I mean, the price has been slowly sort of going up, coming down a little bit, going up, coming down a little bit, going up. But ultimately, recently, we've just been holding well, haven't we? Things are going well, and this really is kind of bunching it all together into this one proposal and just getting it nailed and done and finished. So yeah,
it's not finished, mate. It's starting.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, the kind of the end of the beginning, and then we can move onwards. There's going to be, and I always say this to people, there's going to be so many proposals put forward, and if anybody goes to governance and goes to past proposals, you see just how many proposals have to get put through all the time. So it's a community coin. It's not a meme coin. It's a community coin, and we're just kind of at that stage. We're nearly there. Stay strong, folks. And yeah, thank you for coming on this evening, Vegas. I know getting people's time's not always the easiest and things like that, so we really appreciate you coming on. Is there anything you wanted to sort of end the stream on? Anything you want to say to the community? Any sort of messages?
No, it's the only thing that is I have to say thank you to everyone on this community, because everyone is doing their parts. Everyone is absolutely amazing. The so different movements, and on that one we include TR. The TR is not the only movement that is there. It's like it's a lot of things happening, and that's absolutely amazing. If I have to say something to the community, is that we are on this together. Everyone knows that we are on this together. Either way, if you are with one flag or another, our goal is all the same, and it's to bring utility and burning and whatever to this chain, to bring this chain to the levels that we know that this chain can be. So my message is for us to be united, and only like that we'll be able to do something, So, and you can see the validators are already proving that they are more united than ever. So yeah, if they are, we have to be as well. So yeah.
Definitely, and we'll always stand nothing but united. So, folks, really appreciate you tuning in with us this evening, and just we'll be keep doing these AMAs as we roll forward, just to keep you folks in the loop and make sure that you don't feel left out and that you don't feel like all of us working behind the scenes are not working. Thank you so much. Thanks for me. Thanks for Vegas.
Thank you, mate. Thanks.
And we'll catch you folks in the next one. Stay safe, not financial advice. Shalom.